definitely don't see them on the road. You'll find them in museums.
Yes, most of these cars have found their homes locked away in museums or simply tossed away for parts over the years. But this 1929 Auburn still calls the open road its home. Bill McRorie inherited the car as a frame with a bucket of parts from his Uncle Jack about 5 years ago.
He never thought we'd get it on the road and wanted me to put it on the road with no fenders and just make it a bit of a jalopy to run around town in. But I had the parts, I had to complete it.
It took years of work to not only get the car cruising the streets again, but to have it rebuilt to perfection.
The windshield frame is handmade because there wasn't any available. Modified the fenders to match. They were 2 Auburn fenders, but they didn't quite match. The color of the car is Nissan blue and pepper white, which is a Mini Cooper color.
Auburns were either red or black when they were manufactured. Bill has put his own artistic flair to this rolling canvas, and he had to get a little creative to make and locate parts.
I only had one door handle, and when I was looking for the 2-speed wipers to put in it for electric wipers, ended up at an auto wreckers in Mitchell Island in Vancouver, and they had my other door handle. I could look for years for an Auburn door handle. They only fit. And the door handle had to be the passenger side door handle, because that's what I was short. It drives better than a 1929 Auburn. It has GM steering, column and box, and it has disc brakes and Ford spindles on the Auburn axle. Steers very nice, drives very nice.
It's also more functional than a 1929 Auburn. Instead of having this spacious trunk Bill has custom built, this area was meant to hold golf clubs and had a small side door for them to slide in. Only the extremely wealthy could afford to sit in these luxurious seats. The company used the car to lure people into dealerships, and once average Joe was memorized by the fancy car, he'd reluctantly be sold one of their affordable family sedans. That was the plan anyways.
Most people, when they see the car, think it's English for some reason. Very few people today know what an Auburn is, or who the Auburn Motor Car Company was.
This is not an English car though. Auburn actually started in Indiana, United States. The Auburn Company formed out of a carriage business in 1900 and only lasted until 1937 when the Depression put them under.
This car's what, 85 years old, I guess? It's got a style all its own. A modern day car just doesn't have, they all are kind of cookie cutters. Nobody built a car like this.
Bill speculates no one has a modified 1929 Auburn like his. At least, he hasn't found one just yet.
It makes me happy to think it's on the road for Jack, but I'm sure that the Puritans would not like it, because there is so few.
Well, Bill, we certainly love seeing it on the road just the way it is. And so do people who seem to flock around the car as soon as it's parked. In Qualicum, I'm Rae-Anne the Plant.